I'll weigh in. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I guess what I'm really trying to say is I won't be supporting this petition at all, and I have proof and evidence in my own conspiracy theories about why you should not support not only the No Dragging Kids campaign, but the motive and the heart behind it. A lot of people got a lot of mental health issues and seeking friendship and had possibly started businesses prior to getting on YouTube with no success, and then seeing how easy it was and is to get involved in the beef and drama sector where this No Dragging Kids campaign petition originated. They generally get on here and have that mindset of the streets, of getting rich quick, abusing YouTube's policies, procedures, and anything thereof on here to make their business work. So basically what I'm talking about is Shish Trish. She started this petition in the beef and drama sector on YouTube. Let's just say YouTube, okay? But it is narrowed down to a small community of people that like to take advantage of children. And sometimes even the parents allow it to go down just for a click in the view and some money. So what we're going to hear today is I'm going to read through some of the petition for you. She has some doxing going on in this petition, and I don't support that at all. So I'm going to keep the names private. I will point out how many people she do have toward the end of this video on her list, and I am going to be coming live sometime later on this evening addressing other names and other people and other entities that probably should be put on this list. So with that being said, I watched Tech and Mess. Shout out to Tech and Mess, Sir King, everybody, Tracy. There's a lot of people going on with narrative about how bogus this petition is. And if you're available later on, I don't know what time, I'm trying to get some other content out for my supporters. I generally don't insert myself in things unless it's like this on YouTube. So I'm just trying to stay in order, put my content out, and then I'll be coming live addressing it. Hopefully it will be tonight. And I'm looking for one person who supports the campaign, one person who does not support the campaign, to come onto my platform and let's have a dialogue about it, okay? Because a lot of people around the world deal with hate crimes against children, okay? So now, what Tech and Mess is saying over there on her channel is that this woman used to be in Talking Trish, the founder and CEO of the not only the No Dragging Kids campaign, but other establishments that she started but never got business identification numbers for it, like I did when I started my nursing agency. I have the IEN number for that. I have to go forward with trademarking my name because it's a real catchy one. It actually, the acronym is INRA. Doesn't that represents Christ, right? INRA or INRI or INRA, some translations. But anyway, people aren't like me, and their heart isn't good when they start these businesses and things of that nature. So she went, shout out to Tech and Mess, a brilliant journalist. Again, I have no desire but to get on here and just support people with original, genuine, sincere, heartfelt content, whether it's funny or whether it's the truth. And what she did in her truth, or they did, or whoever that entity of Tech and Mess is over there, what they pretty much did was And I say that because I remember watching you taking mess and you said you don't know who you gonna get over here. You might get all three of us or something like that. So I know it's more than one person. I'm almost thinking LSA. You just love Carmen Kaboom, and I'm thinking maybe you're Carmen Kaboom. Hey Carmen, if it's you, whoever it is, guys, you went to my state, New York, about 2.5 hours from here. Queens, I believe it is. The woman says she lives. And let me just say to anybody from the state of New York, stop making us look freaking bad, yo. Y'all out here stealing money from allegedly the young pharaohs to now the shish trish trying to start a campaign about kids being having crimes, hate crimes. You know, you guys share this video because there's really hate crimes going on with children. And she basically start this campaign as a business development. And as you saw in the beginning of this video, I said, no thanks, not for no development. But I didn't submit it, so I didn't sign the campaign at all. Won't submit it. But I wanted you guys to see that I've been there and that I do have footage coming up in the video that can support me being there. But yeah, I don't support it. But you know, you have now Shish Trish and other people in the state of New York scamming, allegedly robbing, killing, stealing, and destroying. Hell, Tommy Sotomayor came here and some of the conscious people here punched him in his face like, damn, New York, I know we thugging it out, but please, I know they blaming the epicenter of COVID down there on you guys. And I know, you know, social distancing with probably, I forget how many people, I'll probably figure it out by the time this video ends and insert it here, is right in the heart of New York. We're talking Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens. What's the other one? Long Island? Anyway, Harlem, Manhattan, Harlem, Brooklyn, Bronx. You got Mount Vernon. You got a lot of places down there. Yonkers, all White Plains, all that's, you know, congested with millions of people down there. And it's hard to social distance. So I understand the frustrations. But Trish, you have a lot of, excuse me, issues going on. And we're going to go ahead and hear some of that right now. And I'm going to read some of the commentary to you off of her petition. I will keep the name Campaign for Family and Business Development on social media. My request to you guys is, you know, goats are little kids, so we have to begin to call our children children. I do it as well, but I'm conscious of what it really means. And, you know, they've been referring to us as cattle and sheep pretty much all our lives, if you know what I mean. So please, as a nation, let's just begin to get back to the way God would have us be, right? So no Dragon Kids Campaign for Family and Business Development on social media. Now, if you go on and listen to Tech and Mess commentary about this situation, I have a problem speedballing. Sometimes I read it 2-3 times. I be tired late night. I misspell stuff. I don't always dot my I's, cross my T. But my message, you know, I'm educated. You know, I have common sense. You know, I don't perish for lack of knowledge. Okay, but the way Tech and Mess was explaining it is that Shish Trish has, you know, I wouldn't call her remedial, but she has educational needs that probably someone on YouTube can help her with. So, campaign background. The No Dragon Kids campaign was launched on June 19th, 2019. So, this has been around a year by Hip Hodic Helps, Inc. not-for-profit 501c3, and its co-founder, Trish Van Buren, with a conglomerate of other nonprofit partners, leaders, child advocates, and supporters throughout the global YouTube community via on change.org, via change.org. Okay, that's the website. This petition received national awareness with a total of 680 signatures to date. Now, when you go back up here, it's 648, if you can see right here. So I don't know who's lying. Was it done at that particular time? Did people go back and unsign the petition? Or, because I was at 783 supporters on YouTube at one point, and I went all the way down to 666. Then I came all the way back up now to 742 when I last checked today. So I'm grateful. So it could just be a misprint, or like I said, people could have taken their name off the signature if they're allowed to do that. Now, the purpose is the National International Scope Initiative, behavioral health transformation for family and businesses on social media. With the businesses attached to this, it's demonic, it's wicked, it's all about money, it's mammon, it's these pagan gods out here trying to be successful and get rich off of children. And we've seen with Hollywood, Jeffrey Epstein, hell, even Tiger King had some children on his goddamn show. Well, them young adults, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter how old we are. People are taking advantage of children sexually. And we're going to read some of her content. So the problem of this all is the online community are cohesively working together to prevent and stop content creators from promoting and engaging in the dragging kids culture on social media platforms. The dragon, in quotation marks, culture includes but not limited to cyber child abuse in all forms, abduction, cyberbullying, doxing, something she did at the end of this petition here, harassment, stalking, trafficking, something she also did as well. She might have been stalking these content creators, trying to get their attention, trolling them around. And then we also heard that she offered them money. So she, trafficking this damn petition for money, trafficking the children involved with this petition for a business, violence and or disabling of family or business infrastructure. This business infrastructure, for the love of God, a family suffering child hate crimes is not a goddamn business. So, disabling a family or business infrastructure from developing through these malicious acts, these dragging kids through video content and posting online must stop. Your signature and committed advocacy will help these behaviors and organized acts that have led to offline criminal activities to further harm a child. Offline criminal activities. What is going on offline? I told you, I feel there's some people in this world that allow a lot of negative, nasty things to happen to their children on camera and off camera. And we're going to get into some of those things. As soon as I can get all my other content out, guys, I am going to address this publicly, okay? So it goes on to say, let me just read that last run-on sentence again. Oh, no. It says your signature and committed advocacy will help these behaviors and organized acts that have led to offline criminal activities to further harm a child, family, or business to develop is needed immediately. Get that business out of there, Shish Trish. Now, offline. I thought this was all online. I thought this was attacks online about children. So Shish Trish, we need to know what's going on in your neck of the woods, what's going on behind the scenes with children being attacked, okay? So she goes on to say, we encourage the community to take a closer look and to recognize the signs of child abuse for mental health relief in families. Well, Trish, some people suggest that you may need to take a look at it for yourself. So they're looking at child abuse, and you guys go through and read these definitions for yourself. Physical abuse, sexual abuse, mental health, awareness and action. The No Dragging Kids campaign offenses may be interrelated and is described as below. Child cruelty. So, if a woman only feeds her child, says macaroni and cheese, which we know you can go to restaurants and order just a helping or a side of macaroni and cheese, is that child cruelty? Child abuse or maltreatment. When parents are online and their children need them, have stomach aches, have issues going on, crying, and the parent refuses to get off of live, or don't feed their children in a timely manner, or give them something to eat in a timely manner. Is this child abuse or maltreatment? Child porn. We know that there's some people who have been putting children's faces on sexually explicit photos, and it's pathetic, guys. Child abduction. I don't know who's been abducted or who's been taken, but VS son was pretty much taken. And Babe, Trish, the woman you said who you tried to reach out to her and gave her money, and then all of a sudden now she's supporting your campaign, has a picture of VS, TSCC CEO and founder, no longer on YouTube for about 3 years, but I'm assuming will be returning when she's able to. Her son was followed, and Fabe ended up with the pictures. Child abduction. They could have abducted VS son in school that day. So, Trish, I'm going to need you to think about this, okay? Trafficking. Again, state to state, crossed online borders. You guys are dragging these kids all over the place. Trafficking is like taking drugs from one state to another. When you got several different content creators sitting in several different states dragging one child, you might as well cut her up like that baby, or cut them up like that baby in the Bible and divide her. We do have Deanna Irvin requesting that Fabe send her daughter down there as her stepdaughter. That's hilarious. Y'all go check that content out. Fabe, Deanna, go support those women. If you want to, subscribe to them, check out their content, see why they are beefing over Fabe's daughter. Trafficking. Deanna wants to traffic, not in an illegal way, but Fabe's daughter from the state of Chicago down to Mississippi or Missouri. Mississippi, I believe, where Deanna lives. All right? Trafficking. Cyberbullying. A whole lot of that is going on, Trish. A whole lot of that. Not only with children, but with adults as well. So I'm going to need you to add or revise this petition to make it make sense, okay? Harassment. Now, I don't really see where these children are being harassed physically, because the content creators doing the alleged harassing of children are not doing it to the child themselves, but to the parent. So, again, stalking, when you advertise a birthday party for 5 to 10 hours on live, exposed to billions of people around the world, you can't expect anyone to stalk these children when you put them out in the public to be seen. And then as parents and content creators, you yell to the top of your lungs how much you're going to address your child to the nation. So you have to accept consequences, whatever that may be. And my prayer is that there's no sick person watching your child enjoy their birthday or whatever event it is you parents and content creators tend to put on for these your children. Trish, doxing, get it off of here. You need to revise this, because I am not going to get into the legal names as you guys see at the bottom of this dang on thing. But what I will do is definitely count them, let you guys know how many there are on this list, and then I shall return with the rest of my commentary. Thank you. Peace. Oh, just check it out. It says current list of YouTubers and content creators as dragon offenders. People allegedly involved in it as well. And I will point out to you that Trish name is on here. So Trish, I'm gonna need you to answer. Who have you went after? Was it Fabe's daughter? Was it Heidi Fly's children? Was it Tracy's dead babies allegedly? Who else has children? Miss Gina. I mean, who? There's a handful of people on here that have children. Rita, you let us know, okay, Trish? And with that being said, guys, I'll be right back with the rest of my commentary. It's private. I'll edit those out and just read them off, you know, and let you know how many there are. The whole petition sounds like people are trying to organize a pedophilia ring on YouTube. They say it's a campaign, but when you put a campaign to help kids from having these hate crimes bestowed upon them with parents being involved, and then you try to I'm gonna edit this out, don't worry guys. And you have this God don't edit out my flaws. I remember what I was gonna say, guys. You have this campaign to help kids against these hate crimes, right? Being hurled at them and used as attacks against the children, right? And then you support it and couple it with business development. So that's kind of creepy and eerie to me, guys. Do not support this. It's more like, and you're going to almost hear her. If this is her voice that I got off of Tech and Mess, you're going to almost hear her say that she started this campaign. She reached out to help to bigger content creators such as Fabe, donating the money so that they would support her campaign. And did we not just hear Fabe come through and support it when she was ragging Tim Blaine? In the beginning of her video, I do believe, cursing Tim Blaine out, she mentions and promotes the campaign really, really hard. And it's really geared around her daughter, I do believe, and other children on YouTube. But this is getting bigger and wider and so much more darker than you guys know. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find... Let me see if I can go back here. All right, hold on, guys. Let me find this thing. Because I want you guys to hear this. I don't have it set up, so Tech and Mess, I know you want this information out. I will share your video on my timeline over on Facebook, I do believe. Give me a moment to do that, but I am going to use some of your content right now just to let these people hear some of the creepiness that's going on with this campaign, okay? So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Alright, so like I said, I have to go through and scroll a little bit. I mean, the way Tech and Mess did it, it's a Q&A style interview. You know, I kind of did that with ZT and Jay Wilson one time. I was in the middle of their beef, asking them questions, but using their words to pretty much answer me, right? And she does the same thing here, guys. Again, I should have prepared myself. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it there, and then I'll cut out and edit out whatever I can, right? Let's see.
Who are the people that you have identified? Why did you bring it to YouTube? And could you explain to us what this dragon means? We have an idea, but we're not sure.
Well, Sally, if you have done your research, you will know that we are a conglomerate. We are a conglomerate of the evolution of children online in the data search and the people online.
I beg your pardon? Make it make sense. What do you mean?
Sally, I'm disappointed in your intelligence. I mean, you're supposed to be a noted journalist, and you don't know what dragging means? You mean that I have to use all of my time for this very important pertinence of the matter-of-fact time to explain the expeditiously conglomerate of this pressing matter online to you? You don't know what dragging means? I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
No, I don't understand. I need you to use this opportunity to make it make sense. I'm here for you to clear the air of the rumors circulating about your business. Why have you put seemingly innocent people on a website and on a petition, which are two different things, and you're basically prosecuting them? Make it make sense!
Well, as you know, I'm a long-term resident of New York City. I live out in Jamaica, Queens, which is one of the best boroughs in the New York City area. Best place to live in the tri-state area. But I was born with a deficit. I was born with low cognitive function, and I did the best I could in Miss Nelson's class until that damn was what showed up. She put the boom on me like no one could, and I was hurt. I was hurt. The kids made fun of me. I was overweight. They made fun of me, and they called me fat in the kindergarten, and they called me fat in the first grade. They called me fat in the second grade, and I was crushed, and I determined to get over it. I made a worldwide company, even though the website doesn't exist. I made a company called Hypnotic. And then I set out to make more companies. I don't have the revenue right now, but I call them companies.